जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन काले बाजारों में धन के चोर नहीं होंगे,
धन के चोर नहीं होंगे, धन के चोर नहीं होंगे।
मदिरा के सौदाई जिस दिन चारों ओर नहीं होंगे,
चारों ओर नहीं होंगे, चारों ओर नहीं होंगे।
अंडे मांस के खाने वाले रिश्वत खोर नहीं होंगे, जिस दिन सच कहने वालों के दिल कमजोर नहीं होंगे। भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, ओ भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन वीर शहीदों की कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी,
कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी।
देश के हित में सब कुछ देने वालों की पूजा होगी,
की पूजा होगी, की पूजा होगी।
उधम भगत सुभाष की जब कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, वीर शिरोमणि लक्ष्मीबाई रानी की पूजा होगी। जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
Namaste. Once again, welcome to this our Sunday morning satsang at Arya Spiritual Center. We bring you a heartiest welcome and hope as you're joining us on all the media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and just taking the time to be in harmony with your books as we chant this morning. Heartiest again, welcome to you. May you on your journey of spiritual liberation, may you find your pace and be in the grace of the Lord. Please, let's begin with Sandhya. Oh. First, we'll take the bhajan.
So, as we just about to begin our satsang for this morning at our spiritual center, we join in an opening prayer, then we go to the bhajan. Swagat sa bhajan is mandir ho. Wherever you are, may you sit in a comfortable position, if possible, and join in this opening prayer, Gayatri Mantra, before we chant Om 3 times.
Oh.
Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Bhajan. स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति की धार. May all be welcome to this temple of worship to share in the sweetness of devotion. May our sweet songs instill joy in your minds, and may you feel happy and create in your hearts a devotional mood. स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति के धार. सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार. स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो. ईश सगुण निर्गुण अविनाशी मात पिता अरुयार. तोरा भये हम बस सदा ही तार हमें संसार. ओ तार हमें संसार. सुमधुर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार. स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति की धार. स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो. आर्य समाज नमस्ते भावे वेद प्रकाश लखार कनप खंदा होत लखावे जान जगत उजियार ओ जान जगत उजियार सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति की धार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भेद कुभावन दूर भगावे आय यहाँ पर प्यार देवत आनंद प्रेम विवेक विश्वर ही एक दार ओ विश्वर ही एक दार सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति की धार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो तीर्थ भया यहाँ गोत लगावे पुण्य यहाँ परसार संगति संतन नेम चलावे शोभन सब व्यवहार ओ शोभन सब व्यवहार सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति की धार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो. And now we will begin with the Sandhya. Pandita Devi will continue from here.
Let's all sit upright in your most comfortable position. Here we begin the Sandhya. Om Amrito Pasternamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashaha Shrirmai Shrir Shrayatam Swaha. Devi Swarupa Ishwar Purana Abhishta Kije Yahani Raho Sudamai Kalyana Dana Dije Nitaridhi Siddhi Barse हित हो सदा हमारा बहती रहे हृदय में सद्धर्म प्रेम धारा. O all pervading Mother, sweet and divine, to be pleased to bless of my soul to reach thy bosom. May this world of mine be filled with peace and bliss from pole to pole. Om Shanno Devi Rabishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyora Vishravantu Naha. Om Vak Vak Om प्राणः प्राणः ॐ चक्षुश्चक्षुः ॐ श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रम् ॐ नाभिः ॐ हृदयम् ॐ कण्ठः ॐ शिरः ॐ बाहुभ्यां यशोबलम् ॐ करतलकरपृष्ठे ॐ भुः पुनातु शिरसि ॐ भुवा पुनातु नेत्रयो ॐ स्वः पुनातु कण्ठे ॐ महापुनातु हृदये ॐ जना पुनातु नाभ्याम् ॐ तपा पुनातु पादयो ॐ सत्यं पुनातु पुनः शिरसि ॐ खं ब्रह्मा पुनातु सर्वत्र प्राणायाम ॐ भुः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ भुः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ भुः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम्
अथ अघमर्षण मंत्र. Thinking about the wonderful creation that God has produced, we marvel at His wonderful powers of creativity, and we pray, O Lord, give us one drop of your creative impulse so that we too will create something most beautiful and wonderful in our lives. Om Ritam cha satyam cha bhidhatapasodhyajayata tato ratraya jayata tatah samudro arnavaha. Om samudradarnavadadhi samvatsaro ajayata ahoratrani vidadhad vishwasya mishato vashi. Om surya chandramasaudhata yatha purvamakalpayat devam cha prithivim chantarikshamато swaha. Om shanno devi rabhishtaya apo bhavantu pitaye shayyorabhisravantu naha. We are on page 15 and 16. Atha mansa parikrama mantra. Rotating, circumambulating our minds in the 4 cardinal points in the upper and the lower regions. We say thank you, Lord, for creating such a wonderful, resourceful, and abundant world for us. May we use the resources wisely and in our interactions with others. If we offend anybody, and if anybody offends us, we place them in your hands for justice. Om Prachidigagniradipatirasito Rakshitaditya Ishavah.
Tebhyo namo dhipatibhyo namo rakshitribhyo nama ishubhyo nama ebhyo astu
Yosman dvishtiyam vayam dvishmastam vojam he dadmaha. Om दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजी रक्षिता पितर ईशवः
तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशिभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तमोजम्भे दद्मः
ॐ प्रतीचीदिक् वरुणोऽधिपतिः प्रीडाकु रक्षितान्नमिषवः
तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशिभ्यो नमो एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तमोजम्भे दद्मः
ॐ उदीचीदिक् सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरिषवः
तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशिभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु
योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तमोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिक् विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माशग्रीवो रक्षिता विरुद्ध ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो
नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशिभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तमोजम्भे दद्मः
ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिक् बृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमिषवः
तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशिभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तमोजम्भे दद्मः
अथ उपस्थान mantra. We feel as though we are bathing in a shower of light. We are totally absorbed and soaked in the light of Paramatma. We embrace Paramatma and Paramatma embraces us. And it's a wonderful divine feeling of meditation and oneness with the Supreme Lord. Om Udvayam Tamasaspariswaha Pashyanta Uttaram Devan Devatra Suryamagan Vajyotiruttamam Om Udutyam
जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृश्ये विश्वाय सूर्यम्
Om Chitram Devanamudagadalikam
चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्य आग्ने आप्राध्यावा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्या आत्मा जगतस्तुश्च स्वाहा
Om Tachakshurdevahitam Purastat Shukramucharat Pashyema Sharadah Shatam Jivema Sharadah Shatam Shranuyama Sharadah Shatam Prabhavama Sharadah Shatam Adinah Syama Sharadah Shatam Bhuyascha Sharadah Shatam Om Shanti शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शयोरविस्रवन्तु नः. We are on page 35 and 36 of the Vedic Aradhana, and we now will chant the Gayatri mantra. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. And friends, this is the culmination of Sandhya. We feel as if we create that feeling in us that our lives are being transformed at this very moment. Our thought process is being transformed, that we are being inspired and illumined by the Paramatma inside of us, that we have awakened the Guru who will now teach us and lead us the way, Paramatma. Om Bhur-bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhur-bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhur-bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. O soul of life, the holy King of kings, O God of all the regions high and low, O Lord of joy, whose glory nature sings, who shapes the earth and lets the waters grow. We seek to blessed feet to meditate
upon thy glorious form of holy light, which drives away the gloom of sins we hate, and makes the souls of righteous people bright. Our heart, O Father, meekly prays to thee, to win thy grace, to make us good and wise, and bless my mind with knowledge full and free, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies.
Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies.
Atha Samarpana Vakyam. And now we dedicate all our efforts at the feet of Paramatma, and we say, Lord, may you bless our strivings and our thrivings, and may you lead us forward to achieve the goal of Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Ishwar Dayanidhe Bhavat Kripayanena Japopasanadi Karmana Dharma Artha Kama Mokshana Sadyah Siddhir Bhavenaha. Atha Ishwar Namaskurya. And devotees and friends, we feel a genuine sense of joy in completing this Sandhya Upasana. Our hearts are filled with gratitude, our hearts are filled with happiness and joy as we come to the end of Sandhya. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha
Mayo Bhavaya Cha
Namah Shankaraya Cha
Mayaskaraya Cha
Namah Shivaya Cha
Shivataraya Cha.
मंगलेश शंकर मंगल करो हमारा, पावन प्रकाश पाए परमार्थ पुण्य द्वारा। परिजान पे पिला दो अवधर गाध दानी, तेरी शरण में आया है भक्त यह भवानी, है भक्त यह भवानी। And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies to burning hearts a balm. Thy blessings in my right desires shine. Om Shanti 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 Om. Iti Sandhya Upasana Samapta. And now, Rajananam. We'll have bhajan. Aaj mil sab geet gao. You will find this bhajan in your Atmageet on page 5. आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद. Let us all come together to sing and express our thanks unto that Lord, whose glory and fame all noble and pious men sing continuously. आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद. आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद. जिसका यश नित गाते हैं गंधर्व गुणी जन
धन्यवाद.
आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के
धन्यवाद.
मंदिरों में कंदरों में
पर्वतों के शिखर पर
मंदिरों में कंदरों में
पर्वतों के शिखर पर
देते हैं लगातार सांस वार मुनिवर
धन्यवाद.
आज मिल सब गीत गाओ
उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद.
करते हैं जंगल में मंगल
पक्षीगण हर शाख पर
करते हैं जंगल में मंगल
पक्षीगण हर शाख पर
पाते हैं आनंद मिल गाते हैं स्वर भर
धन्यवाद.
आज मिल सब
गीत गाओ उस
प्रभु के धन्यवाद. शादियों में जलसयों में
यज्ञ और साफ ज्ञान
शादियों में जलसयों में
यज्ञ और साफ ज्ञान
मीठे स्वर से चाहिए करे, नारी नर सब धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब
गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद।
गान कर अमी चंद्र भजन, आनंद ईश्वर की स्तुति। गान कर अमी चंद्र भजन, आनंद ईश्वर की स्तुति। ध्यान धर सुनते हैं श्रोता,
कान धर धर धन्यवाद।
आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। जिसका यश नित गाते हैं, गंधर्व गुण जन धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। And now we'll begin with Havan.
We now invite the Yajman to sit at the Vedi to make offerings.
अथ आचमनम. Yajman taking water in the right palm. Om Amritopaster Namasi Swaha.
O Lord, the indestructible and protector of all, save us from pains and sorrow, just like a sheep protects us from below. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. O Lord, the indestructible and protector of all, save us from pains and sorrow from above.
Om Satyam Yashah Shrirmai Shrihashrayatam Swaha.
O Lord, protector of all, be gracious to us so that our lives may be filled with truth, fame, fortune, and prosperity. Athanga Sparsha. Yajman taking water in the left palm and touching various limbs of the body. Om Vanma Asyestu.
Om Nasur me pranavastu.
Om Akshnor me Chakshurastu.
Om Karnayor me shrotramastu.
Om Bahvor me Balamastu.
Om Urvarma ojavastu.
Om Arishtani Mingani Tanustanvame Sahasantu. अथीश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना मंत्राः ओम विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं आसुव
Om Hiranyagarbhah Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patirekasi Sadadhar Prithvi Tyamute Mam Kasmai Deva Yahavishavidhema.
ओम या आत्मदा बलदायस्य विश्व उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवाः यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम
Om Yah Pranato Nimishato Mahiveka Idraja Jagato Babhuva Yaishe Asya Dvipadashchatushpadah Kasmai Deva Yahavisha Vidhema.
ओम ये नद्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी च दृदा येन स्वस्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम
Om Prajapate Natvade Tanyanyo Vishwajatani Parita Babhuva Yat Kamaste Chuhumastano Astu Vayam Syama Patayo Rainam.
ओम सन्नो बंधुर्जनिता स विधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास् तृतीये धा मन्नध्येरयन्त
Om Agni Naya Supatharaya Sman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yayud Yasmat Juhuram Rameno Bhuyishtante Namaukim Vidhema. इति स्वरस्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना प्रकरणम्.
हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए जो कल्याण कारत गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले प्रदारत है वे सब हमको प्राप्त कीजिए। अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम् ॐ अग्निमिले पुरोहितं यजस्य देवं ऋत्विजं होतारं रत्नधातमम्
ॐ सनः पितेव सूनवे अग्ने सुभायनो भव स च स्वानः स्वस्तये
ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यदितिर्नर्वणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातु नः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना
ॐ स्वस्ति वायुमुप्रभवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्त्यादित्यासो भवन्तु नः
ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्या स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये देवा अवन्तवृभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पात्वं हसः
ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रावरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो हरिते कृधि
ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्याचन्द्रमसाविव पुनर्ददताज्ञता जानता सङ्गमे महि इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शान्तिकरणम् ॐ शन्ना इन्द्राग्नि भवतामवोभिः शन्ना इन्द्रा वरुणारात हव्या शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय शन्योः शन्ना इन्द्रा पूषणा वाजसातौ
ॐ शनो भग शमुनः शंसो अस्तु शन्नः पुरन्ध्रिः शमु सन्तु रायः शन्नः सत्यस्य सूयमस्य शंसः शन्नो वर्यमा पुरुजातो अस्तु
ॐ शन्नो धाता शमुधृतानो अस्तु शन्ना उरुचि भवतु स्वधाभिः शन्रोदसी बृहति शन्नो अत्रिः शन्नो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु
ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिरनीको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रा वरुणावश्विनाशं शन्नः सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु शन्ना ईश्वरो अभिवातु वातः
ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वहोतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृशयेनो अस्तु शन्न ओषधीर्वनिनो भवन्तु शनो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णुः
ॐ शन्ना इन्द्रो वसुभिर्देवो अस्तु शमारित्येभिर्वरुणः सुशंसः शन्नो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शन्नस्त्वष्टग्ना वीर्या शृणोतु
ॐ शनः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्म शन्नः शनो ग्रावाणः समुसन्तु यज्ञाः शनः स्वरूणामितयो भवन्तु शनः प्रस्वः शंवस्तु वेदिः अथ शिवसङ्कल्पमन्त्र ॐ यज्जाग्रतो दूरमुदेति दैवम् तदु सुप्तस्य तथैवेति दूरङ्गमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरेकम् तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु
ॐ येन कर्माण्यपसो मनीषिणो यज्ञे कृण्वन्ति विरथेषु धीराः यरपूर्वं यक्षमन्तः प्रजानां
तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ यत्प्रज्ञानमुत चेतो धृतिश्च यज्ज्योतिरन्तरमृतं प्रजासु यस्मानरिते किञ्चन कर्म क्रियते तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु
ॐ येनेदं भूतं भुवनं भविष्यत् परिगृहीतम् अमृतेन सर्वं येन यजस्थायते सप्तहोता
तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ यस्मिन् ऋचः सामयजोंषि यस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिता रचनाभा विवाराः यस्मिंश्चित्तं सर्वमोतं प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु
ॐ सुशारते रश्वानि वयन्मनुष्या नैमीयते भीषुभिर्वाजनैव हृत्प्रतिष्ठं यरचिरं जविष्टम्
तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ सनः पवस्व शङ्गवे शञ्जनाय शमर्वते शन्राजन्नोषधीभ्यः
ॐ अभयं हकरत्यन्तरिक्षम् अभयं द्यावा पृथिवी उभयमे अभयं पश्चादभयं पुरस्तात् दुत्तरात् अधरात् अभयं नोऽस्तु
ॐ अभयं मित्रादभयम् अमित्रात् दभयं जातादभयं परोक्षात् अभयं नक्तमभयं दिवानः सर्व आशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु सर्व आशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु इति संक्षेपतः शान्तिकरणम् अथ अग्निज्वालन. May we all stand. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरत्योरिव भूम्ना पृथिवीवरिण्या तस्यास्ते पृथिवी देवयजनि पृष्ठे अग्निमनादमनाध्यायादधे.
Fanning the fire. ॐ उद्भुत्य स्वाग्ने प्रतिजागृहे त्वमिष्टा पूर्ते संसृजे धामयं च अस्मिन् सरस्ते अद्युतरस्मिन् विश्वे देवाय यजमानश्च सीरथा.
Maybe I'll take our seats. Atha samidadhana. Yajman offering 3 pieces of samidha. Om ayanta idma atma jat vedhastene dhyasva vardhasva cheda vardhaya chasman prajaya pashubhir brahma varchase nanadyena samedhaya swaha idamagne jat vedase idanna mama.
ॐ समिधाग्निं दुवस्यत घृतैर्बोधयथातिथिम् अस्मिन् हव्यजहोतना सुसमिधाय शोचिषे घृतं तीव्रं जहोतना अग्नये जातवेरसे स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेरसे इदन्ना मम
Om tantva samidhirangero घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहच्छोछाय विष्ठया स्वाहा इदमग्ने अंगिरसे इदन्ना मम. अथ panchakritahuti. Yajman making 5 ghee offerings. Om ayanta idma atma jat vedastene ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद वर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर् ब्रह्म वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम.
ॐ अयन्तैर्मात्मा जातवेरस्ते नेद्यस्व वरस्व चेद्धवरय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाधेन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेरसे इदन्ना मम.
Om ayanta idma atma jat vedhastene yasva vardhasva cheda vardhaya chasman prajaya pashubhir brahma varchase nanadyena samedhaya swaha idamagne jat vedase idanna mama.
ॐ अयन्तैर्मात्मा जातवेरस्ते निध्यस्व वरस्व चेद्धवरय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादेन समेदय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेरसे इदन्ना मम.
Om ayanta idma atma jat vedhastene ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेधा वर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर् ब्रह्म वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम. Atha jal sinchana. The Yajman sprinkling water in the 4 cardinal directions.
ॐ अरितेन मन्यस्व
Om anumate numanyaswa.
ॐ सरस्वत्या मन्यस्व
Om deva savitah prasuvayajam prasuvayajpatim bhagaya divyo gandharvah ketapuh ketannah punatu vachaspatir vachamnah swadatu. Agara vajabagahuti. Ghee only at this time. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama.
ॐ सोमाय
Swaha.
स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदन्न मम
Om Prajapataye Swaha. idam prajapate idanna mama.
Om Indraya
Swaha.
Swaha. Idam Indraya Idanna Mama.
Pratha Kalin Ahuti, ghee and samagri. Om Suryo Jyotir Jyoti Surya Swaha.
Om Surya Varcho Jyotir Varchah
Swaha. Om Jyoti Surya Suryo Jyoti Swaha.
Om Sajur Devena Savitra Sajurusha Sandravatya Jushanah Surya Vetu
Swaha. Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotir Agni Swaha.
Om Agnirvarcho Jyotirvarchah
Swaha. Silent mantra. Om
Swaha.
Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajuratrendra Jushano Agnirvetu Swaha. Om Bhuragnaye Pranaya Swaha. Idamagnaye Pranaya Idanna Mama.
Om Bhuvarvayave Panaya Swaha. Idam Vayave Panaya Idam Mama.
Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Idamadityaya Vyanaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhutbhuvah Swaragni Vayavadityebhyah Pranapana Vyanebhyah Swaha. Idamagni Vayavadityebhyah Pranapana Vyanebhyah Idanna Mama.
Om Apo Jyotiraswamritam Brahma Bhurbhuvah Swarom Swaha.
Om Yam Medham Devaganaha Pitarashchopasate Dayama Madhyame Dayagne Medhavinam Kuru Swaha.
Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadbhatran Kannasuva Swaha.
Om Agne Naya Supatharai Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yuyodhyasmaj Johorana Meno Bhuyashtante Nama Uktim Vidhema Swaha. I would now like to pass over the program to Pandit Deepak Ji for special mantras.
And this morning, as we perform this beautiful satsang at our spiritual center, we would like to, first of all, reach out to all of those who are not in the best of health, all of those who are in institutions of recovery, all of our friends, relatives, and others who are in situations of grief because of loss in the family. And we reach out further to all of those who are in very distressed circumstances around the world, in famine, in cases of flood and the resulting disasters from flooding, in cases of war and the distress that accompanies war, in cases of civil strife. We reach out to all of these people who are experiencing difficulties, and we say, Paramatma, shower your blessings on them for relief and release from difficulties, and may normalcy return as soon as possible to all. Let us join in Mahamrityunjaya mantra 3 times. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmiva Bandhanam Mrityurmukshiyamamrita Swaha. Om त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनम् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतम् स्वाहा ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनम् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतम् स्वाहा. And this morning we'd like to acknowledge the birthday of our dear son Neeraj, which was on Friday last. Neeraj celebrated her birthday. I do not have to say much about Neeraj, fortunately, this morning. Neeraj is so loved in this mandir, is so dedicated to this mandir. He is here even when most of us are not here. And not only here, he accompanies all of the pundits whenever asked. He accompanies them to various functions. The outstanding thing about Neeraj also, Bhai Neeraj, is that he's so versatile. He's a musician, he's a singer, he plays tabla, harmonium, and he is also a student of the Purohit class, and he's excelling in that class. And today, I would like to say to Neeraj that we are very, very grateful and happy for your contribution in so many ways to our spiritual center and to the community at large. We value your presence, we value your contribution. It is our prayer, Neeraj, that you will continue to scale even greater heights as you are doing, and to continue to excel in this aspect of your growth and development, your spiritual development, your cultural and dharmic development, and that we all will benefit from it, and we all will support you, and Paramatma will bless you and your family as you continue on the journey of life. So make some offerings. Om Indrajiva Suryajiv Devajiva Jivyasam Sarvamayur Vyasam Swaha. And the mantra says, He Paramatma, you're the sovereign and omnipresent God. May you bless our son Neeraj so that he will have a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. And may he attain this long, fulfilling life equipped with expanding knowledge and powers that will benefit himself, his family, our mandir, and the community at large. Om Tachakshur Devahitam Purasta Chukramucharat Pashyema Shardah Shatam Jivema Shardah Shatam Shranuyama Shardah Shatam Prapravama Shardah Shatam Adina Syama Shardah Shatam Bhuyasta Shardah Shata. O all-perceiving Lord, you always are the well-wisher of the righteous ones. You are all pure and eternal. He Paramatma, may your dear son Neeraj continue to enjoy the blessings of sight, hearing, speech, and healthy life for a very long and fulfilling lifetime. May he continue to enjoy these blessings each and every day as he moves along on this wonderful path that he is on, this tremendously fulfilling journey of life. Om Medham me Varuno Dadatu Medham Agnihi Prajapatihi Medhamindrascha Vayuscha Medham Dhata Dadatu Me Swaha. He Paramatma, you are just and you grant wisdom through our righteous deeds. May you, O self-effulgent Lord, Lord of the entire universe, grant our son Neeraj a superb and an excellent intellect, inspired wisdom, and illumined thought process. May you, O omnipotent Lord and the source of all vitality and strength, confer on Neeraj great health, long life, and a wonderful faculty to discriminate between right and wrong, good and not so good. Lord, may you continue to expand his life in every department of his life with abundance, with happiness, and with joy. We will do 2 verses of this bhajan. Tumhe janma din ki badhai hamari, tumhari. And this is for Neeraj, especially we're saying, on your birthday, O Neeraj, we wish you a very, very long life, and may all your dreams and your noble aspirations be fulfilled.
तुम्हें जन्मदिन की बधाई हमारी, तुम्हें जन्मदिन की बधाई हमारी, हजारों बरस की उम्र हो तुम्हारी, तुम्हें जन्मदिन की बधाई हमारी,
तुम्हें जन्मदिन की बधाई
खिले फूल तेरी उम्मीदों के प्यारे, तेरा आशियाना सजाए बहारे, करे रोशनी राह में चांद तारे, करे रोशनी राह में चांद तारे, न रह जाए कोई तमन्ना कुआरी, तुम्हें जन्मदिन की बधाई हमारी,
तुम्हें जन्मदिन की बधाई कभी भूल कर गम नहीं पास आए, जहाँ का चलन हर तुम्हें रास आए। नया रंग लेकर हर एक सांस आए, नया रंग लेकर हर एक सांस आए। न हो जिंदगी में कभी बेकरारी, तुम्हें जन्म देने की बधाई हमारी, तुम्हें जन्म देने की बधाई हमारी, बधाई हमारी, बधाई हमारी। So once again, Bhai Neeraj ji, we wish you God's grace and blessings in your lifetime. And now we'll continue with the Havan.
Thank you very much, Pandit Deepak ji. Continuing with the Havan, Purnahuti Roop, Agara Vaja Bhagahuti. Ghee only this time. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama.
Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idam Namama.
Om Prajapate Swaha. Idam Prajapate Idanna Mama.
Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idam Namama.
Om Bhuragnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama.
Om Bhuvarvayave Swaha Idam Vayave Idam Namama.
Om Suradityaya Swaha. Idamadityaya Idanna Mama.
Om Bhurbhuvah Swaragni Vayavarityebhyah Swaha Iramagni Vayavarityebhyah
Idanna Mama. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha.
Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha.
Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha. Svishtakritahuti mantra. Om Yadasya Karmanyotyarirecham Yadvanyunamihakaram Agnishtat Svishtakrit Vidyat Sarvam Svishtam Sutam Karotu Me Agnaye Svishtakrite Sahutahote Sarva Prayaschittahuti Nam Kamanam Samardhayitre Sarvanah Kaman Samardhaya Swaha. Namagne Svishtakrite Idanna Mama. Prajapati Ahuti, ghee only. Om Swaha Idam Prajapate Idanamama. May we all stand for the final three offerings. Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha
Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha.
Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha. We would like to invite our mothers and sisters to make a final offering of samagri. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. 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 Our fathers and brothers. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. 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 Yajman with hands outstretched to the fire.
Om Tanupagnesi Tanuvam Me Pahi. Om Ayurdagnesi Ayur Me Dehi. Om Varchodagnesi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agneyanme Tanva Unam Tanma Aprina. Om Medhame Deva Savita Adadhatu. Om Medhame Devi Saraswati Adadhatu. Om Medhame Ashvinau Deva Vadhatam Pushkarasrachau. Apyayatam. Om Vakshama
Apyayatam. Om Pranashama Apyayatam. Om Chakshushama Apyayatam. Om Shrotranchama Apyayatam. Om Yasho Balanchama Apyayatam. May we all take our seats. Yaj Pratna Geet.
पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए वेद की गाये रचाए सत्य को धारण करे हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक
सागर से तरे अश्वमेधादिक रचाए यज पर उपकार को धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दे संसार को लाभकारी हो हवन हर जीवधारी के लिए वायु जल सर्वत्र हो शुभ गंध को धारण किए स्वार्थ भाव मिटे हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो निधन मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् हे ईश सब सुखी हो कोई न हो दुखारी सब हो निरोग भगवन धन धान्य के भंडारी सब भद्र भाव देखे सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो दुखिया न कोई होए सृष्टि में प्राणधारी ईश सब सुखी हो
O Lord, may all be happy, may all be free from misery, may all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. This brings us to the end of Hawan. I will now pass over the rest of the program to Pandita Devi ji.
Namaste. Once again, welcome to this, our Sunday satsang, as you are viewing us on Facebook and YouTube Live. I hope that your journey has taken you to the satisfaction of inner feeling of pure energy and good vibrations for the rest of your toiling days. As we continue with the program this morning, our remarks will come here today from Sagar. See, you're first on the program here today. And next, as Sagar make his way up here, we have a poem by Karuna and Maya Madho, getting them ready for the next.
Thank you very much, Pandita Devi. Revered Pandits, Panditas, fellow devotees, Namaste. We have a number of things that's, as we wind down the summer and we go into the fall, there are a number of things I would like to bring to your attention so you can mark your calendar. First, let me talk about the first Sunday in October, which we normally have our Gayatri Mantra program. Next month on October 2nd, which is that date, we have a special guest who will be here from India, who will be giving a guest speaker who will be giving the pravachan for that day. His name is Dr. Ravi Prakash Arya. Dr. Ravi Prakash Arya is currently the chair of Maharishi Dayanand State University in Haryana, India. He is a world-renowned Vedic scholar, philosopher, and historian, and a prolific speaker. Flyers will be out there very soon, so you will get to see more about this gentleman. He has visited this mandir many times. I know Bahan Devi and others have known him, or who knows him. We are also going to have a workshop on the Friday, October 7th, here with Dr. Ravi Prakash Arya here at the mandir. So please mark your calendars for those two events that's coming up in October. Now, also in October, I want you to mark your calendar. We have Diwali, which is a major event. We are going to have a 3-session yajna here at the mandir. And starting from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Diwali is on the Monday. And I understand that we're asking for volunteers to sponsor these events. I believe we already have sponsor for 2, Saturday and Sunday. So we're looking for someone to sponsor on Friday. So if anybody would like to sponsor for Friday, please let us know, and we will proceed accordingly. And as many of you have seen who have been coming to the mandir the past couple of weeks, we're doing a refresh in terms of what we're doing outside, renovations. So we want you to bear with us when what you see, what you come in, but I guarantee you when it's all done, it's going to look really nice and beautiful. Something that was needed to be done a long time ago, and it's getting done now. So we just want you to bear with us at least for another week. We have an event here next week, Saturday, and I told the construction folks, everything's got to get done on the first phase, got to get done by Friday. So before that event on Saturday, they've got to finish. That's why they're here today, because they said they needed another day to get stuff done. Also, I know that there's a committee that's been formed to do some cleaning and refreshing internal in the mandir. And you will hear more about that in the next couple of weeks. I think Bahan Devika is spearheading that effort, and she's going to, communicate with some of you. She needs help in terms of what we do, in terms of maybe getting the carpet clean, maybe doing some cleaning, whatever. I think they want to do a refresh of the mandap and so forth. So that's something that's also upcoming. I just want to let you know. Also, one of the things that we normally do around that time in October is we normally have a Thanksgiving harvest donation drive that we normally have. And once again, we're going to have that drive. I'm going to ask the treasurer to pass around the envelopes, and we will be grateful if you can share this with your friends and your families. And if they would like to give a donation, they can put it in an envelope and you can bring it to the mandir. So those are some of the things I just want to bring you aware of what's happening in the mandir. You're going to hear from Bahan Darshani on the regular announcements, so I'm not going to go into those. These are just things that are outside of that. I just want to bring to your attention. With these few words, I say thank you and namaste, and I pass you back on to Bahan Devi.
And now we'll have our presentation by Maya and Karuna. Maya and Karuna are the 2 daughters of Bhai Paras and Bahan Norita.
Namaste, everyone. This morning, my sister Karuna and I are going to present a poem entitled The Demonstration Way. I would much rather see a lesson than hear one taught any day. I'd rather you walk along with me than just merely point the way. The eye is a better teacher and more willing than the ear. Your advice may be confusing, but your example is always clear. The best of all our teachers are those who live their creeds. For to see good ideas put into action is really what everybody needs. And all the advice you are giving may be fine and true, but I would rather learn my lesson by observing what you do. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Maya and Karuna, for those words of inspiration for us to go through. You are doing a separate one? Thank you for that reminder. Little things like this keeps us in that vibration throughout the week. And here at Spiritual Center, we celebrate everyone from the children, the women, all of our male folks, and all of our membership as you are here every week. Currently, I am in the Purohits class, and that's going, we've started back, and I know that all of us in the class are very enthusiastic about learning more. We just did our first class on Hindi, and Pandit Ravi was just overjoyed that everyone kept their learning. And throughout the month here, September, and every day, if we want, in our Hindu calendar, we can celebrate a holiday every day. Full moon, new moon, every day there's something to be meditative or reflective about. And it is that peace that you seek within, that this be a reminder that anywhere we are, any moment we have, we live in that vibration, that energy of Om, of the Almighty. And as we continue, I know my Hindu brothers and sisters started the month with Ganesh Utsav, and I know we are in Pitru Paksh. And it is all time in reflection and paying homage and being in tune with where we have come from and where we are going. And as we look forward to the months to come, we will also be reflecting on the goddesses. And today being Mahila Day to present in Hawan, let's all promise ourselves or take this time that within the days to come, and as you are doing, that you will reflect upon your goddessness. And as you grow with Samaj, within the community, that not only you reflect it back out, that it shows to you. Get out there. There are lots of volunteer opportunities within our mandir, within your community. There are lots of volunteer opportunities with the kids in school as they get back. I know they need mentors and coaches and all aspects, some with pay, some without pay. So anywhere you can lend yourself a hand within your community, we just only give you that energy and that good feeling of being part of something bigger and contributing. So that's my little spiel. As we carry on, continue today, I'll ask Bahan Sudeshma to give us her sweet voice in a bhajan. Bahan Sudeshma is also one of our classmates in our Purohits class, doing very well.
Namaste, everyone. Can we join our voices together in this beautiful bhajan? I'll just read the meaning of the verse. O traveler, get up from your slumber, be awakened, for a new day has dawned. Night has passed, and so the time to sleep has passed. At the time of dawn, the atmosphere bestows treasures. He who is awake enjoys them, whereas he who is asleep loses them. Ut jag musafir. Ut jag musafir, भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है। जो जागत है सो पावत है। जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है। तख नींद से आंखें खोल जरा और अपनी ईश से ध्यान लगा। तख नींद से आंखें खोल जरा और अपनी ईश से ध्यान लगा। यहाँ प्रीति करन की रीत नहीं प्रभु जागत है तू सोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है। जो कल करना है आज कर ले। जो आज करना है अब कर ले। जो कल करना है आज कर ले। जो आज करना है अब कर ले। जब चिड़ियों ने चुग खेत लिया फिर पछताए क्या होवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है। ना दान भुगत करनी अपनी हे पापी पाप में चैन कहा। ना दान भुगत करनी अपनी हे पापी पाप में चैन कहा। जब पाप की घतरी शीस धरी फिर शीस पर क्यों रोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है। जो जागत है सो पावत है। जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। Thank you.
Thank you, Bahan Sudeshma. Always melodious. So indeed, it's a pleasure to have you here with us. As we continue this morning, just a few reminders. We have lots of events going on in the community today. We have had our Pandit Ramlal Way And in the Arya Samaj community today, the Gurukul is being, the street is being named next to the Gurukul as the Gurukul Way, Arya Samaj. And it's the first time in the US that we're having a street named as Gurukul, Arya Samaj Gurukul Way. It's nowhere, not even in Texas, where the Arya Samaj is really, really big, that is happening. So that's one up more for our Arya Samaj community. And to elaborate a little bit on Baisagar, our scholar that's going to be coming, Dr. Ravi Prakash Arya, I had many opportunities to attend his programs when he lectured here and in India. And he has quite a few books. I think we still have some about that he had published already. He also puts out a scientific journal that we subscribe to. As he would be here, it's something our members, our mandir, should look into subscribing again to it. And the amount of information that he gives out at that level, I feel will give us all a more opening eyes. So I support Baisagar and say make that time to put it on your calendar to free yourself that day for your own enrichment. And that would work very well for your self-development. As we have some time, we'll continue with bhajan. Okay, I'll call. Darshini will take the announcements, and we have time for a bhajan from Rajian and Pandit Siram. Okay, so we'll have a bhajan. After this, we'll have a bhajan from Pandit Siramji.
Namaste. So our first announcement for this week is our Sandhya and meditation sessions. And these are led by Pandit Deepak Raman on Thursdays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. via Zoom. Pandit Deepak is also currently hosting, let me just get it on my phone. He is having a special Pitri Utsav job every morning from the 10th of September. So it started on the 10th of September and it goes until September 23rd. And this happens at 5 a.m. So Pandit Deepak is here today. If you're interested in these two programs, he can provide you with the link so that you can join in the mornings and also on Thursday evenings. We also invite you to, if you'd like to be a part of our mandir even further, you can be a part of our Mahila. And for our Mahila, please reach out to Pandita Nirvani, who's the lead liaison for this program. She's not here today, but I'm sure we can give you her contact information if you're interested in joining the Mahila. We also offer a youth forum, and these sessions are going to resume at the end of September, and they're going to be in person. Next week, they're going to resume. But Diana is here. She's the liaison for that program. So we have some youths in the mandir this morning. If you're interested, talk to Auntie Diana, and she can give you information on how. She looked at me, Auntie Diana, to talk to Bahin Diana, and she'll give you information on the youth forum. If you would like to make a paperless donation, and you cannot do so in person, Paisagar mentioned the envelopes. If you'd like to contribute and you cannot come into our mandir, we are providing you with a QR code, and that code is on the screen. You can scan the code, but if you're using your device, you can click on the link in the live stream, and that will take you through our PayPal process where you'll be able to make your paperless donation. We're just asking that you put your full name and your contact information so that we can send you a receipt and honor your donation. If you'd like us to say a special mantra for you, and that on a Sunday, you can submit your name, your photo, and your message to the email address on the screen, which is aryaspiritualcenter@gmail.com. Center in this case is spelled CENTRE. And we're asking kindly if you can get your message to us by the Thursday prior to the Sunday morning on which you'd like us to make your announcement. That would be wonderful. That'd give us enough time to include your message in our program. I also have a save the date. So the 32nd Arya Mahasammelan is coming up very soon, and this is an online Vedic conference and youth camp. It will take place from September 26th to October 2nd. So they will have evening programs and then they'll have daytime programs on the weekend. One of the keynote speakers is Dr. Satish Prakash. So we invite you, I believe they're putting the flyer on the screen. We invite you to register for this conference. And if you register in time, you're going to get a welcome kit in the mail that will have all the materials that you will need for the conference. It's a great learning experience, I've been told, so I registered for it this year. I'll let you know how it goes. But please do look at the flyer, and if you're interested, please register. They have the entire program details. You can see all of the conferences, all of the speakers, all of the dates, so you can decide, which program you'd like to go to when you're available. And I think we'll enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to that. Those are all the announcements that we have. But before I hand the microphone back to Panita Devi, I'd like to say a very special thank you to everyone who contributed to the meal and the prasad this morning. I know there were quite a few of us who did that. Thank you so much. Thank you to Panita Devi for setting up the Vedi this morning. Namaste. Those are all the announcements.
Now we have the pleasure of listening to Rajan, the birthday boy, Rajanan. Pandit Siramji, come on. Rajanan Niraj will play for you, yes. Pandit Siramji always inspires us with a old gold tune, and we look forward to get this from him every time.
Namaste. You're right in saying it's a very old tune. Maybe I was about 10, 12 years when this song was sung. It says here, there is not even a firefly nor a lamp. There is but dense darkness all around the world. To whom should we relate our heart's suffering? Nobody would know our pain. Who feels not? Who knows not my injuries? What does the world care? What about burning hopes? No one may know the feelings behind these strange eyes of mine. My world is that world where there is only night and not daylight. As the Bahan was singing that bhajan, well sung. Those who know strange faces as strangers walk these pathways through the city. To whom should I relate my heart woes? And who will listen when they hear of my name and the story that goes with it? Aspirations have abandoned, dreams shattered. I keep on roaming. I am your wandering hermit. ना कोई जुगनू ना कोई दीपक चहु और बस घोर अंधेरा ना कोई जुगनू ना कोई दीपक चहु और बस घोर अंधेरा, दिल का टुकड़ा किसे सुनाऊं, दर्द न जाने कोई मेरा, ना कोई दीपक ना कोई जुगनू, ना कोई दीपक, चहु और बस घोर अंधेरा, दिल का टुकड़ा किसे सुनाऊं, दर्द न जाने कोई मेरा, ना कोई जुगनू रे। जिस तन लगी सोत न जाने, क्या जाने जग मन की लागी, जिससे तन लागी सोच सजाने, क्या जाने जग मन की लागी, या जाने जलती आशाएं, या जाने मेरे नैन वीरानी, मेरी दुनिया वो दुनिया है, यह रात का नहीं सवेरा, ना कोई जुगनू ना कोई दीपक, चहु और बस घोर अंधेरा, जिससे खूब अनजाने चेहरे नगर जन भी डगर से ढानी, जिससे खूब अनजाने चेहरे नगर जन भी डगर से ढानी, किसको सुनाऊं अपनी दिल की, कौन सुने मेरे नाम कहानी, आस छोड़ कर सपन ठूर कर, रम गया रमता जोगी तेरा, रम गए रमता जोगी तेरा, ना कोई जुगनू ना कोई दीपक, चहु और बस घोर अंधेरा, दिल का टुकड़ा किसे सुनाऊं, दर्द न जाने कोई मेरा, ना कोई जुगनू रे।
Thank you, Panditji, for those reflective words. In maintaining our vision and our overall personal transformation, it is very endearing for us sometimes and challenging, and those little reminders keep us abreast. This morning, as we continue our program, we are on time, and it's that time it's that time of our satsang that we bring you the message of the day. Our parvachan today will be done by no other than our daughter, our sister, Behen Diana. And Behen Diana, as you know, has been our past president here just recently. She is very strong leader here as the camp program coordinator. She's here as our media coordinator. She is here as our classes coordinator, and she wears many hats in this mandir. So we are fortunate to have young people to grow to this level. And it is my honor and pleasure this morning to introduce her to you. Her Pravachan, over to Diana for her words of wisdom. Pravachan. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Devi. Namaste, everyone. It's been a while that I've been up here, so please bear with me for this morning's message. So today's topic is on education. And at the beginning of the month, we had a special Gayatri Hawan, which focused on sending our students back to school with the spiritual tools that they will need to fortify their thinking and overall educational growth for this school year. So as I think of education, I think of the vast universe of knowledge that's out there that's yet to be tapped. So let's begin with a chant from the Rig Veda that many of you most of you already know. Om Swasti Panthamanucharema Surya Chandramasa Viva Punardharata Gnata Janata Sangame Mahi. So in this mantra speaks about the sun, Surya, and the moon, Chandra. It says, may we human beings walk the path of righteousness, following the glorious example set by the sun and the moon. May we keep company with those who peacefully give and take. May we keep company with those who exchange good views. May we follow the path of ahimsa, not knowingly or deliberately hurting other living beings. And may we be with the knowledgeable ones who endeavor to understand one another's point of view. This line is very important. May we be with knowledgeable ones to understand another person's point of view. So knowledge is not just what you learn in school. It's about being around various people that will help to expand your intelligence. So there are different ways of growing your level of intelligence. I'm sure you all know this. Various ways in which we learn that are outside of the conventional school environment. So let's dive first into the 7 learning styles, and then we'll get back to connecting it with the mantra, okay? So we have the visual. So you're walking down the street and you're looking around thinking and processing what is safe, what is unsafe, what you see you want to buy, you're window shopping, or what you don't. And you're using your visual skills to determine if the environment or situation is right for you, right? So keep track. Make sure that I have labeled all of them. Then we have our auditory. For auditory learners, we learn best by listening to words, tone, pitch. Sometimes music is the best way to learn, such as singing, playing an instrument. And that all falls under this category. For example, how did you learn the alphabet? You had to sing it, right? So that was a way of memorizing something. So you were an auditory learner at that moment. So we have verbal, linguistic. This learner learns best with written words. These are our readers and our writers, and they express themselves through thoughts and they have an understanding of thoughts and emotions best from other people. So you have our poets, you have our authors in this category. And then you have the physical, the kinesthetic. These are our hands-on learners. They learn best when they are in motion. You always see me in motion. I'm constantly moving. And movement helps them learn best what is the best course of action. So you'll see construction workers, you'll see pottery makers, creators, builders. This is just a brief touching of what a kinesthetic learner is. Okay, so we're on 4. So 5th, we have the logical, the mathematicians. These learners easily recognize patterns. So logistical learners often lean towards classifying and grouping information to help further their understanding. And then we have our social learners. They are best at socializing and communicating with people both verbally and non-verbally. People often come to them to listen so they can listen and ask for advice. And then we have the solitary learners, the intrapersonal. They are more private, independent, and introspective. So their concentration is at best when they can focus on their thoughts and feelings without distractions of others. So that's 7. So from these learning styles, which one do you identify with? You don't always you won't always be in a situation which makes you say you have just one of these learning styles. All of these stimulants contribute to your way of processing the world. So it helps you build your well-rounded intelligence. So let's have a conversation about talent. Being an educator, I learned quickly to recognize the skill set of various individuals. So everyone has a different spectrum of learning that they come from, right? I find that one of the connecting factors for people who learn best is from the arts. So the arts being drawing, writing, singing, playing an instrument, you know, martial arts, this medium helps to engage the mind, the body, and the soul. So it connects all of those auditory, visual, verbal learners together. So I encourage you all to find an art form to get your mind, body, and spirit connecting and flowing. This form of education continually pushes the mind to elevate itself. With continual practice, a person learns more and more about the art in which they are practicing, therefore helping to widen their circle of intelligence. So I know I have Charlotte and here, Karuna and Maya, who are students. I know by Rajan, by Neeraj, they're all exposed to music. And they'll tell you, when it comes to practicing, they continually learn something new about the material that in which they're practicing and about themselves. Because once you push yourself, that's the only way that you'll be able to learn. So, by knowing the best way to learn, whether it's visual, auditory, verbal, logical, kinesthetic, social, or solitary, you're finding your purpose through these mediums, and it will not only benefit you, but society. So, why is it so important to have a conversation about education? So, here's the benefits, and I'm sure many of you already know, but it's good to have a little bit of a reminder. So, benefits of education are societal and personal. So, it reduces poverty, it's connecting across borders, it's a sense of accomplishment, you are more productive, you have better communication skills, you have better critical thinking skills, you have better identification skills, and you have a greater sense of discipline. So that's just 8. That's just 8 of these benefits. I'm pretty sure there's more. There's a lot more. So let's not just aim to uplift ourselves with just the conventional way of getting educated. Let's go a bit further to expand ourselves. I spoke earlier of the arts being a medium in which we can use to become well-rounded. Now let's think about how we can apply Swasti Pantha Manushare Ma Surya Chandramasa Viva Punar Dharata Nata Jhanata Sangame Mahi. Walking the path of righteousness, following the example of the sun and the moon. Let's aim to educate ourselves the Vedic way. Swami Dayanand and Swami Shraddhanand were pioneers of the modern Gurukul system, the Dayanand Anglo-Vedic public schools and universities, which were founded in 1886. Has anyone heard of these schools? I know Auntie Devi has. Or anyone visited these schools? I know I have when I was in Jaipur and Fiji. So these schools are everywhere, and their aim is for a Vedic education. So as we're expanding our thinking of how we broaden our spectrum of acquiring knowledge, let's go further into the Vedic education system. So it's a personality development, right? In Vedic education, one's personality is developed through self-realization and self-respect. The goal is to build self-awareness, knowing oneself intimately. And then there's character formation. Having a strict schedule and high ideals of morality are encouraged. And then there's performance of civic and social duties, responsibility to society, the importance of being good students, spouses, and parents. Students are taught to honor the code of professionalism and conduct their duties to society and home life. I wonder, it sounds like we learned this somewhere during camp, maybe, or maybe during Sunday mornings programs. So, hey, by Sagar, I think we should rename Arya Spiritual Center. So, and then we learn practical education. Students are taught hands-on training and the value of vocational labor. And then the preservation and spread of culture. A large part of the Vedas is dedicated to traditions, cultures, and rituals. In my research, I found that students are taught that they owe 3 debts: to the gods, to the past gurus, and to their ancestors. So it ties in very beautifully with Pitri Paksh. The students learn to serve the gods, which pay their first debt. The second is paid by learning and teachings of past individuals. The third debt is to the ancestors, or is paid by raising children and educating them. Thus, all the traditions were preserved and passed on. And the last benefit or aim of Vedic education is achieving enlightenment. While education is used to make students productive members of society, it has a spiritual element to it. Prayers and rituals are performed both daily and at important milestones such as birth, marriage, and death. This was done to teach each student the importance of the non-physical world. The aim is to lay equal emphasis on body and soul. So I come to you and ask you, are we fulfilling our social duties? Are we trying to attain self-realization according to our Vedic culture? So let's go back. Om swasti panta manucharema surya chandramasa viva punardaratag natag janatag sangame mahi. Let me remind you what that mantra says. May we human beings walk on the path of righteousness, following the glorious example set by the sun and the moon. May we keep company with those who give and take peacefully. May we exchange views and learn from each other's vantage point. As we strive to uplift ourselves, our families, our peers, find what it is you need to pursue that will connect you emotionally, mentally, spiritually to create a well-rounded life and world. Not just you as an individual, but your life, your surroundings, your world, your society. So let's not forget that the sun and moon both have an unwavering sense of duty that benefit the entire universe. They have a path they follow every day, and they don't falter from that path. I encourage you, whatever mode, method you use to find your educational path to enlightenment, to your purpose, use it to make mankind better and be unwavering in your sense of duty, just like the sun and the moon. Namaste.
It's a very rewarding, introspective parvachan. And if you have been listening carefully, it has just given you the guidelines to really I would say, ground yourself or rethink your whole sense of what education is. In today's schools, where our children go to school, but sometimes our parents, it's not defined fully of their responsibilities, or the support system doesn't always put in place or bring you an understanding. Thank you, Diana, for bringing that understanding to our community. Our parents need this. They need this kind of support and resources to know that, you know, um, my little experience from the school, sometimes children are not, as she says, the 7 styles of learning, and it is pushed on them. Sometimes they are more auditory or more visual, and other ways of they have to learn, like with everyone in the class, unless you're certified special ed. So with that understanding, I think it will bring a lot to our parents and the children in communicating and guiding them. As we continue, as we come to an end, just a few reminders that construction is going on outside, and we are not, we can take our shoes and come through this way because they are right by the door, and we don't want to put anyone in unsafe conditions. Also, the mandir is available for rental for any of your needs that you have in wedding, in birthday celebrations, and any other use that you see it is fit to be used for your purposes. It is always open and available. You can contact Benjoan, Sagar, or any one of the leaders or the pundits, and you can get the information on how to reserve the mandir. You can reserve it as close as possible, but I advise you to, if you have dates on something, please reserve early, because they do get taken up once summer comes in and good weather shoots out again. And as we come to an end, I hope that today's inspiration will guide you for your daily needs. And if you need some more, there's always our pundits available to guide you throughout the week. Just make a call or send them a message if you need some more inspiration. As I am always on Facebook, everyone knows that. The past here, we had celebrate Grandparents' Day also. So to all you grandparents, of which I am, and expected to be in my 6th grandchild, I wish all you all the best. And we grow with our children, but then we grow all over again with our grandchildren. So let's enjoy the moments and keep the smiles on. Smiles are for free. Give one to someone and keep giving it if you don't get another one. Thank you again. Thank you to the executive and the management of this mandir for giving me this opportunity this morning. May all be truly blessed. Om Namaste. Over to our Deepak and Neeraj for Aarti. Thank you. Rajan, Auntie Devi never give you justice. Rajan and Neeraj. It's always a trio, Deepak and Rajan.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakt Jano ke sankat Bhakt Jano ke sankat Kshan mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विन से मन का स्वामी दुख विन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहो किसकी स्वामी शरण गहो किसकी
तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आस करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। अथ शांति पातः। ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः, पृथिवी शान्ति, रापः शान्ति, रोषधयः शान्तिः, वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः, सर्वं शान्तिः। शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो जगत गुरु महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। भोजन मंत्र। ओम अन्नपते नस्य नो देहि यनमिवस्य शुष्मिनः प्रप्रदातारं तारिष ऊर्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Namaste everyone and have a wonderful week.
Audience